Hey guys, what's up? Vero here. So this is a last week's spread, but I wanted to also show you guys my new planner. I did get the neutral and then the free notebook, and then I got the hardbound planner as well. It's a little dusty on the front cover, but that's okay. But I'm really excited to do that. I also have my new light installed, so yeah. So that was last week's spread. But yeah, the new light does create a little bit of a shadow, but what can you do? But this is the kit we're using from GlamPlanner. Here I am kind of trying to fix the light and make the shadow less noticeable, the shadows from the tripod. It did not work very well, but I do think it lightens the video up a little bit more. I'm going to try and see if I can position it behind it and see how that works, but this is the GlamPlanner kit that I'm using this week, and I've had this kit for about a year now. I don't even remember the name of the kit, like I'm going to have to go look it up, but that is pretty much the kit. It's very basic, because it's, you know, like I said, an older kit. So I go ahead and put the golden hour on the left side, and it ended up actually matching the May flags, which I think is kind of nice, because it definitely has that kind of like peachy color in the kit, so I'm kind of glad I went with this kit. I'm trying to use a lot of the older kits that I have before I swap to my new planner, because I don't know, I'm just trying to use kits instead of buying more, but obviously that's not working because I keep buying more. But here I'm basically just putting down the flags, and I'm so excited to swap to the new paper. You can also see my head. Yay, head. And yeah, I'm excited for the new paper, but we can't use the new planner until July, and when we do use that, I will be doing a live stream for that on YouTube. We might do a test live stream before that, just to see, you know, how everything looks. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I usually don't get my work schedule until like Thursday night or Friday, but maybe one week, if we get my schedule a little early, I can try and do a live stream and see how it goes. Or I can always do the live stream on Monday. Anyway, putting down all the headers, I decided to put the checkbox first because I thought it would be easier. I didn't realize I'm kind of zoomed out quite a bit in terms of my tripod positioning, so I think I maybe should have had it a little bit lower because my head keeps getting in the shot, and I'm really sorry. It's hard sometimes because you can't tell when you're filming, obviously. But now we're just going to put down the full boxes, and I tried to do a pattern of the pattern box and then a flower box, and then I put the word box at the very end on Sunday because I wanted one word on this page and then one word on the other page, and I just thought it kind of matched it a little bit better because I didn't really have a pattern, but it did have flowers. And then here I'm putting down the washi very horribly, I might add. I definitely have some trouble with this kit, and it's not because of the kit, it's because of me. I ended up actually filming this video in 20 minutes. That's probably the fastest I've ever done a plan with me. Like, I was just slapping stickers down like a freaking pro. Not straight, but they were getting slapped down, so whatever. But here I was having trouble with this because it took me a minute to realize that it's actually the work header that's a little bit crooked. So I ended up picking it back up and then putting it back down and then fixing the work header instead. It was, you know, the struggle is real, I guess. And then adding just a little bit of washi, and then doing just a general YouTube checklist. And there will be a video coming Wednesday on this channel going over the new Erin Condon planner as well as a hardbound, kind of just like my first impressions of it and kind of, you know, my own pros and cons of it. And, you know, I don't think I'll really be able to give a full opinion of it until I actually get it, or until I actually like use it. But yeah, I think it'll be, I'm excited for it. There's definitely some things I wish they did differently, but you know, that's okay. So here I'm putting on the little things. You'll notice Monday is crooked, like crazy, and I eventually fix it in a bit, but here I am just putting all of the rest of the little things down. I end up putting 2 on each day on the side because I have so much stuff that goes on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then after that there's like nothing. So I usually just put 2 down, and then that way I can put just like a little sticker there and use both boxes, or I can, like, if I upload more videos this week, you know, I can do that too, because I still need to do my sticker collection as well, which I was going to do that last week, but I ended up not doing that. So here I am fixing this. I decided to put the littles at the actual header instead of putting the half box there, and then here I'm literally just pulling up each one and putting it above it. And you know, the downside with glossy stickers is they're really hard to get up, and they kind of like come up a little bit on the edges even after I put them back down, but that's okay. Like, what can you do? So I put that one at the bottom, and then I put just a little tiny piece of washi in between, which ended up being the exact same pattern, so, you know, whatever. And then I just put the half box over the full box because I didn't know what else to do with it. So here I'm just putting washi at the bottom, washi at the top and then putting the box in the middle, and I end up doing this for each one, and I think it actually worked pretty well. I do kind of run out of washi a little bit, but you know, that's okay. And then I ended up not matching any of the patterns because it only matched some of the patterns, not all of them, and I like, you know, I'm an all or nothing kind of a person, so you know, that's okay. So I try just not to do the same pattern and like next to each other. And then here I'm just trying to figure out if I have enough washi, and thankfully I do. I just have to use kind of some of the smaller strips, and it ended up working out, so I was pretty happy with that. And here I'm adding some of the deco stickers because this kit did have some deco, and just kind of adding it everywhere, you know, to give it just a little something something. I'm adding just one flower to the top on each page. You can't see it, but you'll see it in a second. And I ended up not adding like a habit tracker or anything because I'm really bad about using the habit tracker, let alone using Instagram, so might as well not track it. But put a little weekend banner, even though I'm sure we'll track it next week. And then I'm using just my usual pen, and then there's a hair on the screen. Whoops, or on the planner, not the screen. And then here I'm filling out my work schedule. And then I decided to do things a little bit differently. So I write everything down first, and then I go through and grab all of the stickers. And I think I liked doing it this way instead of grabbing the stickers, putting the stickers down, writing, you know, I don't know, this just seemed like a lot easier in my opinion. I mean, I don't really do anything too crazy. I did end up messing up on that one, and I scratched it out, and I'm like, no, that looks ugly. So I steal one from another day and just leave that day blank, and then put it there because I needed like the plan with me for Instagram, because I was accidentally writing midweek, which I could have just wrote midweek and swapped it, but the other one already had it on there too, so I couldn't really do that. So just filling out each day. I do stream at Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and Fridays currently on twitch.tv/VeroIcon if you want to check that out. And I do play a lot of Overwatch, and I stream it because it's fun, you know, if you're also a gamer. And, you know, just writing my up early, and we have practice 4 days a week, so I'm just writing that out. End up kind of adjusting some of them because, you know, not putting the sticker first meant I didn't really know how much room I had, or I didn't realize how very little room I had for the sticker, but that's okay. And then I wrote that I wanted to reply to comments and edit videos and then stream, so I'm writing out and charge my camera, because I actually wrote film my plan with me on Saturday because I keep writing it on Friday, but since we have practice on Friday, you know, we don't finish with that until like after 11 p.m. and then at that point I don't want to film, so I decided to just start writing it on Saturday. And then that sticker kind of covered it, so I put it there. These stickers are my own for my team that I'm on. So that's why, yeah, that's where they came from, I guess. And then here I put a little clock sticker from Thumbprints Co. These stickers for Instagram and YouTube are from Planning Roses, which you should probably know that already because I use these like every week. And then a filming sticker from Dizzy Daisy Dreams on both sides. And then I'm using a GlamPlanner sticker because I wanted to work on the blog a little bit over the weekend maybe. And then here I'm just trying to find other stickers and figure out what I want to use and what I don't want to use, because I tend to put a lot of stuff in my thing, but I don't end up using it. That is also a GlamPlanner sticker for my pre-planning. You know, I was trying to use her face stickers since it was her kit, even though at this point she didn't have Teeny and Friends, but you know, that's okay. And then finding a laundry sticker, which also matches the planning one, and that's from Planning Roses as well. And then at this point I was pretty happy with what was down there, and I'm just trying to get the stickers out of the shot. But yeah, that is the end of the plan with me, so be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every Monday, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!